Hello everyone, I'm Mike Levin from MikeLevinSEO.com, and now that I'm producing these videos, I look them over, and my videos go back quite some time. Certainly not the history of YouTube, but I was not extremely late jumping on the bandwagon, but I wasn't a frequent poster, and I certainly have no cohesion to my videos, my brand. People who know me might see the cohesion, but that's a little too subtle for the population at large to grasp. So in researching how to clean up my act a bit, polish things, it seems that the personal brand is comes down to some things like what the audience can always expect from you. And that's a weak point for me. Sometimes it's those Khan Academy style drawing videos, sometimes it's these walking videos, sometimes it's whiteboarding, sometimes it's talking head, screen capture. And so I figure instead of just my intro, I would open with a credo, so you know something about me right away beyond my hello and website. And I think from over the years, there's been a recurring theme that things aren't worth doing unless you love them. You of course have to line it up with your livelihood and your ability to survive and exist. But I believe in picking projects, let's call them projects, because life is short and each day is only so long and you're only given a certain number of them. And the math is actually pretty easy to figure out, and this has colored my whole view of the world and behavior. Probably not as ideally as I would like it to. I should be moving faster on my goals and dreams, but it really comes down to, let's do easy math. Say you're given 100 years on this planet, and each year has 365 days. So you just add the 2 zeros. There's approximately 36,000 days. Now, you are an infant, and then you're an old person at the end of your life, and there's weekends. So you can't go using those 3,600. You got to knock off enough to take weekends and vacations and your early life and your late life. So the number really comes to about 20,000. 20,000 days. $20,000 is about an entry-level, somewhat low-paying job. So if you worked for 1 year in one of those types of jobs and laid out every dollar, let's forget taxes for a second, each of those dollars represents a day of your working career, your working life, or whatever you want to call it. If you're so blessed to not have to work, a trust fund baby, it represents 1 day of your life that you can apply towards projects, greater goals than just relaxation and recovery, which we've already factored in. So each day that goes by, take one of those dollars away. Pretty soon you're at 19,000 and 18,000 and so on, and your life is used up. And people eventually think about legacy. What have I accomplished? Which is what brings me back to the idea of projects. And projects that are bigger than 1 day's worth of work. Projects that are bigger than one sitting. So you wrap all this together and you get the first part of my creed, which is life is short. Pick projects you love. And it used to be get to it, but I think that's implied. My thinking has grown, and I now believe it's share. I have a kid for the first time in my life. There's a lot more people in my life than there used to be, and it's really wonderful. And you get a great feeling of satisfaction sharing with close people and being part of larger communities. So to wrap up what I think is going to be my introduction, instead of hello, I'm Mike Levin from MikeLevinSEO.com, I'm going to jump right into life is short, pick projects you love, share. And then I'll go into my introduction of who I am, because I'd like to get the website name in. so that if this spreads through other channels, you'll always know where to go back to the part that I actually control myself, because as popular as you are on YouTube and Facebook, you don't own those. Those are someone else's channels. You're help promoting them, even though they're promoting you as well, and it's a symbiotic relationship. At the end of the day, only domains that you've registered that are on the domain name system are your assurance of control of the ownership that is your property. And even then it's not 100%, but that's another video. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm almost home to meet my daughter, spend the rest of the day with her today, and don't forget to share and subscribe. Talk to you soon.